Alright, welcome in everybody. Doing another, seems to be monthly Ganon tutorial. Everyone's favorite fight. It's one of those fights. I think it's you get a lot of benefit out of getting some live coaching. I think it's one of those ones, like, I mean, there's lots of tutorials out there and people can watch the fight 100 times, but there's so many different ways to do this fight, and I'm a big proponent of learning different ways to do it. I think it just makes you better overall rather than just, you know, sticking to one thing and just doing it forevermore, because you never know if you're in a situation you're going to be in where you miss a hit or you miss this or that. So I think it's good to be able to see live feedback. Today we have Narwhal and Spaces. And we have Concision in the chat as well, who's been here a couple of times himself. So what's your PBs, guys?
138 something.
And Spaces?
133.37.
133.37. I think Concision, you're 130 or something. Is that right with your new PB?
Yeah, 130.40ish, I think.
Nice. We're all basically,
Yeah, that sounds right.
Basically all sort of 130 to 138 range. So I always like to see people just going for Silverless right away. If we have new people come into the community, I basically always just say, hey, you know, drop Silvers as fast as you can, because I think this fight used to get overblown with, you know, how hard it is, and basically versus just being able to do the fight without dying, because that's really all you need to do to save time. You know, if you drop the Silvers and the gold swords and you're able to get through the game, you know, optimally you're saving 75 seconds, but you could still get, you know, 2 and 2 or a 2, you can still save 30 seconds. So it's, you know, and it's, you can teach this in a day, you really can. Anyway, we'll get going. Narwhal, fire you up and let's do a couple of Ganons. We'll see what we're working with.
What?
Nice phase one. Wasn't a little sketchy, but we made it.
I think that's the first time I've actually gotten that to like all come together
Nice.
Yeah, let's go for the show.
and not just be like, oh, I got the 1 in 1. Great. I have no idea what to do now.
So you're having us on, trolling us. Getting lots of works. Holy smokes, wow, okay. Oh my goodness.
Dude.
Wow. Okay. So doing for a safe start, which is fine. Starting with the lamp. I like lamp. Even I use the lamp sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. Resetting, okay. Yeah, we're going to be able to clean this up a lot, and that's nice. It's always good because, like, you have to tailor these things to who you're working with. Like, you know, people struggle with the different things in the fight, you know, and it's good to be know we're going to have a few things to easily be working on here. I will also say, like, don't feel like you ever need to use the torch. Like, I think people get stuck trying to do hard things for no reason. Like, you gotta realize that if you miss the torch, your run is almost over. Every time. And I mean, I use a torch and I'm a 124. Like, I'm top 20 runner and I still use the lamp sometimes. Like, if I'm on PvPs, like, do not be ashamed of using the lamp. Nice fight. Spaces. We'll get you up. Give it a go.
Alright.
Definitely some things we can work on there. What was your count?
12, I believe.
Nope. Past student of mine. That's something we're going to be looking at today, but that's fine. We got the phase one. When I mean counting, all I'm talking about is how many hits that you're on, and I'm a huge proponent of always tracking that, because when it goes right, I mean, it's awesome, but when it goes wrong, if you don't know where you're at, you're basically guessing, and sometimes you end up just making it way too hard for yourself.
Oh, weird.
Nope, that was your fault.
That was interesting.
Nope,
Yeah, that was my fault, but I've never seen it before either.
Yeah.
Him warping backwards. Like...
Yeah, you slashed instead of spinning it, that's fine. But yeah, so it's Spaces has been here before, so he knows the deal with the counting. And the counting is not to make the fight better, it's to make the fight more consistent when it goes wrong. And trust me, it will go wrong. Very similar things to work on here in phase. Yeah, I've also got a really great practice that I like to show people. I think Spaces has probably seen it before, but it's a fantastic phase 4 practice I like to show people. You know what? We're going to do this backwards, actually. So we're actually going to start at the end, and we're going to work our way forwards.
Okay.
We'll get to Ganon's third hit. So once you slash him in phase 3 for the third hit, as he does his earthquake, we'll make a save state there. So let's do something a little bit different today, because your phase 4 actually needs more work than anything else, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I have a great little warm-up drill that I
What?
So yeah, as he does his third stomp, so you slash, and then safe state there. And then that way every time you've got a safe state there. Bring Narwhal up for the first part, and then we'll go back to Spaces here. So Narwhal, I noticed, once you get your safe states, I'll
if I can make it to phase 3.
Exactly. Like, let me get there and not be dying first.
That's interesting. Not usually lighting it from there.
One, two. Three.
Alright, so what we're going to do is just work on so Narwhal, I noticed you weren't getting your free hit in there. Do you know what the free hit is? The free hit is...
Not specifically, no.
Okay, so what you do is you slash. So once you hit him, you're going to charge your sword right away. And then you get a spin like that.
Right.
And this is absolutely free. There is no reason you should never not go for this. Make sure you have your hook shot out, by the way, for this part. And I'll show you why in a minute. There's a little movement that I like to do with beginner-friendly way to set this up. So once you've done your free hit, you're going to wait. Sorry, I'm trying to watch your screen. So once you've done your hit, you can go to like the side here, and then once he fires his bat, you can go like that and hook shot, like that. And you'll always get iframes out of it. Like if he's here and he's going to trap you here. I did this for a very long time.
Hookshotting to the lamp.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I always try to stay on the left-hand side of him if he's on the bottom. Just so he doesn't trap you. On the if he's on the top, it just doesn't matter. But if he's on the bottom, try and stay on the left-hand side of him if you can, because it's going to give you like an open path like this. You see what I'm doing? So as he fires the fire bat, like as soon as you fire that hook shot, he will never hit you. It's impossible because you have iframes.
Okay.
And the bat will just basically go right through you with iframes. Here, you're going to be stuck on the right, and that's fine. Again, you've got all the time in the world to get over there, so there's no like rush with it. But practice getting that hit. So yeah, it's quite a the timing of it is difficult. The slash just needs to be quicker, Narwhal. So it's a slash.
Okay.
It's actually really good practice. That's okay, but you can even be earlier than that. Perfect. That's your hit. There's your hook shot. There's your lamp. Your menu to the lamp is right down, Narwhal. Let's see his faces.
Thanks for saying that, because
So it might
That
not
is
be right
perfect.
down, right? If you have powder.
You're right, Concision. You are right.
So I use down and then left. I think that's the fastest if you have powder or mushroom.
To get to the lamp,
Yeah, that's right.
Down-
Take a look at somebody's menu.
down, left, left.
That's right.
Down, left. Okay, perfect. Appreciate that.
Down, left. Yeah.
Get down, left, yeah.
yeah, let me add powder
That's
to
much better, Narwhal. And see when okay, so see when the text box is up, you're going to release B and you're going to cancel with L and R. Very important. That way you're going to get a first frame spin.
Okay.
So you were just holding B there by the looks of it and then cancelling with B held. Nice, and an L and R. Okay, you see how you're holding that down after the text box?
Right, I have to let go of
Yeah,
it.
just let go, but you got it.
Dude.
And also your hitbox is massive. Like that's another thing that I'll say, like you don't need to be anywhere near Ganon, like you can stand like over here.
Okay.
That might be a little bit too far away, but you don't like need to be like really close to him. As long as you're like close by, you know, like here should be good enough. Like you have a big hitbox. And you got it, perfect. There we go, that's it. Try and wait, try and delay it though. See how that bat's gonna hit you?
Yeah.
You want to delay it.
Yeah.
So I think you're used to being in a rush, and we're actually going to teach you just to slow down and be calm. With this method, you don't have to panic. You just go to your position, set up, and like that. There you go. And light. I'm also going to say that your sword is bigger than you think it is. So like you can slash him from like here. See how far away I am there? Like you're trying to get right up on his grill all the time like this. Like you can hit him like from like here. Like just play around with how far away you can actually slash Ganon. It's like a tile and a half. It's like so big. Like you just don't need to be anywhere near when slashing. And then your hitbox is just huge. That's it. Perfect. Easy game. Yeah, never be concerned about. I would always try to use like a visual when you're starting off, like spam Y until you see yellow, and then when you see yellow, you can let go. I've actually seen a lot of people lose runs like that. Yeah, and always try and when you're doing that second slash there, try and slash away from him. So if he's up top, you can slash then slash left. If he's down the bottom, for instance, I would slash then slash away. So always gonna try and slash away from Ganon. See what I'm doing? Because what will happen is you'll poke Ganon if you go near him. Whereas if you just always keep your sword away, you'll never poke him. That's the one. There you go. That's perfect. And one thing to note for viewers is if he's we'll go a little bit into the phase 4 part here with firing bats. Just to show people a few things. So I'm just going to show you some bat dodging where you can and can't dodge. So when he's on the bottom there, you see how he hits me when I'm cutting across him? So I never cut across him on the bottom personally if I can help it. So like this, like you wouldn't want to be cutting like left and right. I like to be going up and down the left hand side. So like here for instance, I'm going to go down like this. Across is fine though, like you can cut across on the top, but here I always like to be going down like the either the left hand side or the right hand side. I never want to be cutting across. I'm not sure on like why that is different, or if it's a thing for me personally, but I see a lot of people cutting across and getting hit. Now sometimes you can't help it, but if possible I always just like to stay left and right and then cut across at the top. So left and right, and then cutting across at the top. And this is what we're going to practice. I'm just going to get rid of these beeps because they're annoying me. But this is what I'm going to get you to practice. You're going to get the torch glitch with the lamp. And then we're just going to not light the torch at all. And we're just going to practice doing Silverless hits. Now this practice isn't, well actually, so you're just going to let the torch go out altogether. And then you're just going to continue doing these hits. And this is a phenomenal practice. I practice this all the time. It's great for when you're practicing movement. You just get used to basically all the walk patterns over and over. And you should know if you've got a hit or not. And this should be so comfortable. Once you get this down, you like, there's just no way you should ever miss any of these spins with this practice. You want to get this to a point where you could just do this all day long. Never get hit by a bat. And you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm doing cardinals. So I'm positioning myself to the corner. That was a little bit too late. But I'm moving down and when as long as you're moving left or moving down as the bat is fired. So right, let's see here. So like here for example, as long as you start moving down, the bat will never hit you. Same with the right hand side. So if I'm moving down, it looks dodgy, but as long as you've started your movement before the bat is fired, the bat just won't ever hit you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And it's understanding this principle that makes Ganon easier. Because you see people doing all sorts of things when it's just a cardinal movement. Down left. Left up. Down right. Left up. Down right. Left up. Like, you could just do this all day long. Let's have a look. Decent. A little bit too close. Good. You're a little bit late on your spins. You're a little bit out of position. Okay, just pause for a sec there, Narwhal. It's looking miles better already. I swear this is the best practice that you can ever do. I swear it's so damn good. I do this all the time. When I'm warming up for matches, this is what I do. I come in here and I just spend 5 minutes doing this over and over and over again. And it's good for sword slashing, movement. It's just good for everything in the game. I cannot recommend this practice enough. The one thing I will say is I think that you're focusing a lot on what you're doing with Link and not watching what Ganon's doing. So Ganon only has 8 positions that he's going to warp to, and you should already know. So, oh, I'm not in phase 4. But obviously there's, you know, the far right, the bottom right, bottom left, and far left. So you should already know, like, where he's going. As soon as he warps, he's going to fire that back. So right now, like, as soon as he's warping, you know he's going to the bottom right. Right? As soon as he's left, he's either going to the top left, top right. But now I know he's going top left. Okay, now this should be bottom right. This should be far right. I'm not quite sure, but so you can see that you can kind of always tell that he's either going to the middle or the far, and that's kind of the first one you want to work out is like, because here it's going far right. Okay, here it's going bottom right. Top right again. So you should already know where he's going.
Okay.
As you're hitting. So as soon as you release the spin, what you should be looking for is Ganon to be... Why am I resetting that? What you should be looking for is where Ganon's going, and then you're going to just focus on that position. And like, knowing each position, I'm just going to go over them one by one so that you can see them. Because I forget that I know all the positions, but when you're just doing it for the first time... Okay, so I like to be around here for this position, and I'm going like this. So if he's here, I'm almost about here. Like, that's how far away I am. Like there. Here. This is another option, is here. So you're always trying to, like, be the corner. Wherever Ganon is, I like to be in the corner. You see, like, I'm almost 45 degrees from him. Apart from here, this is a little bit different. But 45 degrees, and I'm basically creating a triangle. I don't know what you call those triangles that are all the same, an equilateral triangle.
Yeah.
But you're almost creating an equilateral triangle like this, this, and this, using those tiles from Ganon's every single time. If you stick to that position, and then there's my triangle finished. And then there's my triangle finished. There's my triangle finished. So I guess it's a fight of triangles. Does that make sense? So let's try and keep that in mind and see if we can...
This is a cursed image.
It is.
There we go.
Okay, see what you had there? You were actually perfect. You just cut across them. All you had to do was go down the right side. So one thing I will say is do not ever be scared to come down here. So come down the right hand side and just come in here.
Okay.
You just get comfortable doing that. That was perfect, that one. Perfect. Good. Perfect. Just reset yourself. Just drop your sword and start again. Just wait for him. Yeah. That was good, that one. Good. Try and keep it cardinal. You're doing these movements, so we'll have a look. See, what you're doing is you're doing this, and then you're going like this, then that. And you're scared that that bat is going to hit you. Just trust the movement. Just keep holding down. That bat is never going to hit you. As long as you're far enough away and you're moving before the bat is fired, that bat is never going to hit you. So just trust it, that you're in the position. That's good. Good. Okay, I want to see you learn to cut across Ganon, and this is really important that you learn to do this, because the reason is that you don't want to be oh, I keep resetting. It's so annoying. That's gonna make a safe state. It's just like ingrained into me to make it. The reason that you want to cut across is so that you spin below him and get bounced down. It makes the next bit easier. But if you end up here, like, that's going to make the next bit really, really hard. Right?
Okay.
Whereas if he's coming up and you're spinning, say, right here, for example, I'm already 2 tiles down and I'm going to get bounced down to here. So it just makes this bit really easy. That's why you're kind of struggling a little bit with the up and down part. So try and cut across him at the top. You can do it without the sword out at the moment, just to get used to it. And all these little things, it just helps to make this fight easier. Here's your hook shot. Good. That's how you get out of danger. You don't panic. Just don't use your sword right now. Just practice cutting across. Perfect. Yes. That's better. Much better. Yes. Nice. Okay, so still want to change a couple of things. You're standing way too far in front of him. Like, I want you to be ready way out here.
Okay.
And when you're ready, you're going to be way out here. Like, give yourself lots of space. You don't need to be anywhere in front of Ganon. You want to be always to the side so that you have that space to play in. You see how far away I am?
Right.
You don't need to be anywhere near him. Because your spin is really big. Much better. Yeah, I want you to cut across every time at the top. That's better. Okay, still, I want you to cut across. That's the only thing I want you to practice right now is cutting across him at the top. Like, always have your movement going this way or this way. Don't be going up and down. I want you to really to get used to that. It makes the fight so much easier. And you can cut across left or right. You don't have to always go the same way. So wherever he's going, that's it. Okay, let's pause again. Excuse me. Yeah, so you keep moving. Excuse me, guys. You keep putting yourself into like the most not optimal position. Like you should be standing. So sometimes when he's going like top left, like you're going from here, and instead of going to this position, you're going to this position, right? Or when he's warping like to the top left, right? You're in the perfect position to like just go to here, but you keep walking across him and trying to put yourself in the wrong position. So I want you to get used to going to like the most optimal spot. So here, I'm already darting to this position.
Okay.
All right, next one. Okay, I'm already darting to the diagonal position. The closest diagonal position that I can be in from where I am before. So from here, I'm not going to cut across. I'm going to go straight up and get on the left-hand side of him. And this is really, really important to make the fight easier because it's just less movement overall. And it's just getting used to knowing where that position is going to be. So here I'm cutting straight up and I'm going to the left. So you see how I'm just really darting to that first position that I can get in versus like trying to cut across him like this and then I'm like making it that tight, right? You're walking like, 6 or 7 tiles more than you have to. Once you get it, the phase 4 it's gonna be so easy. Like so easy. It's not even gonna be funny. And this is the stuff that is just you want to sort of see it talked about too much at the beginner level, intermediate level. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it. That's perfect. You were scared of the right-hand side there, but that's okay. Yes. Do not be scared of that bat. Don't move. Just keep it cardinal. You're just not trusting that bat's not going to hit you. And once you've done this 1,000 times, you realize it's never hitting you. And if it does, then it's your fault. And that's the state that you want to get this to. That's it. I want you to cut left on that top left RNG, not up.
Okay.
That's it. Yes. Ha! It's okay, it wasn't your fault. I'm watching you, by the way, Spaces. I'm just... You guys are on
You're fine.
Slightly different levels here.
You're absolutely fine. I'm just trying to find a reason to practice Ganon, to be honest.
Don't ever be scared of him down there, by the way, either, Narwhal. Just get right underneath him. Because as soon as you light the torch, he's not going to shoot a bat at you. So don't be scared to get in there underneath him.
Okay.
What?
idea. Give yourself full health, actually, for this. Perfect. This is good. Okay, so you're struggling with these top left and top right positions. I'm going to show you a couple. Because you're just not getting into the right position. You start off really well at the first few, and then you start getting closer and closer to being straight ahead with Ganon. Like you want to be
Right.
way out here. Slash. See how like far out I am?
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself lots of space. So with this top left one when I get one. So here's one. So you like keep yourself way out there. A 45-degree angle. Aha, he's not giving me a top left. Really? Come on. Okay, so here you go. So I'm standing way out here. Like this sort of position here. And ending up there. So you can either start here and go out this way. Like this, and sort of from this way, go this way and up. Or you can stand here and go this way and up. Some people prefer it because you're walking away from the pit. So like here, you can go like that. But sometimes you just don't have, like if you're here and he warps to the top left, you can't get there. Like you just can't. So you have to be comfortable with getting from here to here and then going into that because you just don't have the time. So it's, I wouldn't, that's why I say you shouldn't ever just learn one way or the other. You need to learn both ways to do different RNGs because you just don't have the time to get yourself into the same position every time. Keep going though. You're doing really good. It's just good. Once we get this down pat, like adding the sword in is gonna be easier. Nice. Which is good because we always spend a lot of time on phase 1 and we never really get to phase 4, and phase 4 is really important. Yes. Make sure you're doing that up movement though. Don't just cut across.
Okay.
Make sure you're going up because if you don't go up, you won't hit him. We can start adding the sword in, by the way. Just start adding that in now. You always pause before that hook shot.
Yeah, I'm thinking too hard. Dang it.
Game's broken. Spaces, I want you to lock your RNG far right and give me 3 in a row.
No.
When he gets back. Yes, comfortable. Good stuff. Don't light the torch. I don't want you to light the torch. I just want you to do this practice without it. We need to get this so comfortable without the torch before you start adding it in.
Right.
So you're slashing that sword way too late. It's not even charged.
Okay. That's not what I meant to do.
You want for now, just make your save state after you write like the torch. So once the torch goes out, then make your save state. That way we're just not going to be going back because we're not working on this right now. But this first bit down though, the free hit. Oh, your stream is doing some weird things right now. Started a little bit late. It's better. I want you to cut across the top every single time. I don't want you to do anything else but cut across. I want you to get used to that movement. Okay, I'm gonna give you some rules. That if you break them, you die. One is, I don't want to see any other movement than 2 movements. Right? This should always be 2 movements. If you're doing like this and going like this and then this, or sometimes you're going like this and you're going like this round it, like, you don't have time to do that. Like, yeah, sometimes you have to dodge, but you're dodging because your movement's not clean. And, like, we want to fix the problem of getting you to the right position rather than trying to band-aid the bad movement in the first place, if that makes sense. So, like, just... what is happening to your stream right now?
It, like...
It's, like... It's super weird.
It looks okay on your preview,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm not
know.
sure.
It's just on my... it's just on mine. Hold on. Let's see if I can... Maybe go like that. Yeah, you're good. You can keep going. At least fine on my preview. I don't know why. It's like tailing. Anyways, yeah. So we want to not like try and have to fix the movement by. And sometimes you can't help it, but often you're in the perfect position and then you go like that, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, and then you end up going this way. You don't want to be moving any other way than just cardinals. And I always want you to cut across Ganon. Okay, I gotta sort this out. There's something wonky here. What to say? This is actually hard to watch.
I have Discord set to 30 frames because previously it would do weird stuttery things
it's not
when
that.
I set it to 60.
It's not that. Just give me a sec. Stop watching now. Let's reload the stream. There we go. That's better. That was easy. All right, let's see it. Whenever I full screen it for whatever reason, it's messing up. What if I pop it out? No. Better. Nope. I want you to cut across underneath them. You keep going on that top left one, you keep going up. I want you to go across them. To learn that, it's very important. That's it. But you're a little bit too close, so you need to give yourself more space. Better. It's still too close. You've got a tile of space to work with there. Better. Yes, it's better. That was perfect. Nope, you shuffled away there. That put you out of position. Good. You didn't trust it?
I moved wrong before I even got that far.
You're still fine, no? If you'd just cut across, you would have been fine. I think the big thing with beginner intermediates is just teaching them like how safe you just knowing like what's safe. You see how close you were there, and see how that bat just didn't hit you.
Yeah.
Spaces, I want 3 in a row from the far right.
3 in a row from the far right?
Yep.
So do I need to set up my RNG for
Yep.
that?
You bet.
Ganon warps to far right.
Yes. Yes, this is much more like it. Now we're getting it. Now you're understanding. Yes, that's what I want to see. Nice. Just keep going like this. You shuffle there. No, I meant far right, stage 1, sorry. Spaces.
Gotcha.
Yes. It's gonna make complete sense once we start adding in the lamp and the hits in a minute. Why cutting across is so important.
Oh, I didn't count.
I will say that you're still a little bit too close. That it's still fine, but it's just like you don't need to be like you're starting on like this tile when you can start another tile below. Like you just don't need to be. So on these top ones, so like here, you see where I'm starting here? Like look how far away I am versus like when you're doing it, you're like right up in his grill, like you're like right here sometimes, which is still fine, But you don't need to be on the 3rd tile. Like, be on the 4th tile even. Like, aim for this 4th tile if you can. Is kind of... it's not like... Don't stare at the 4th tile and be on it, but like... That's kind of roughly where you want to be, is on this 4th line of tile here. I mean, I'd even go lower than the 4th line of tile for like the far right. I'm even on the 5th tile, to be honest. That's it. Exactly like that. So now what's happening is you're actually so fast that you're actually not baiting the bat now. So we've actually speeded you up and you're going to have to start learning something else. So sometimes you're getting into position so fast now that you actually have to wait. So you see how I'm waiting for the bat to spawn a little bit? Because what's happening is you're ending up on the outside of Ganon because you're moving so early that you're ending up here. And we actually want to be underneath Ganon if possible. So when I get my hit in, I want to be right underneath Ganon like this. So that I get a straight bounce down.
Yeah.
That makes sense? And that's only happening because you're just so fast now that you're starting to catch the bat patterns like that. That's good. Just adding in a little thing for you to be aware of, basically. That's good. Yes, fantastic. And I know a lot of people watching are like, think like, man, this is what you have to do. Sorry, like, this is no other way to be good at this game. If you just don't want to practice this stuff, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're just not gonna get better at the fight. Like, again, like, there's a lot of fights that, like, yeah, you can get away with fumbling it, but this is just practice. You need to get the practice hack open and dedicate 3 or 4 hours of your life to just playing around with this stuff. And the thing is, like, if you're a rando player, if you're an MG runner, if you play this game at all and you're doing anything speedrun or rando related, you're going to do this fight every single time for the rest of your life. You know, if you do 500 Siege, you're going to do 500 Ganon fights unless you have some wonky, like, you know, thing that most people don't play. So, like, being able to do this fight very well is to your advantage. The same with the GT. Like, you should spend the majority of your time doing GT Ganon, and then the rest of it, you know, if you're not someone that practices a lot, like, practice this fight, because, like, the amount of times I see people losing races because they just can't do the Ganon fight, it's like, it's not like a few, it's a lot. Especially, like, Master Sword and Lamp and things like that, and people don't have the Fire Rod, like, and then, like, yeah, I see so many people dying and losing fights to that, so, like, it's... And, like, we can see we've only been at this for, what, an hour? And, like, already, like, your Ganon fight is, like, 700 times better. And I just can see that you're a little bit too high there on those far ones. Because what we're understanding here is, like, the spatial awareness, like, of where you can be, what's safe, what's not. Because a lot of what separates, you know, like, beginners, intermediates, and advanced is just, like, the spatial awareness, knowing what is safe and what is not. Like, before you're trying to, like, doing rights and lefts, and, like, you, like, I can't stress this enough, when you're practicing, right, you want to practice what you're trying to learn. So, like, when I say, like, just cut across, like, don't be scared to get hit. Like, who cares you get hit? You're in practice. Like, so cut across every single time, and if you die, you die. You know? If you're out of position, just try and trust the cardinal movement. And you can see already, like, before you were just struggling. Now, like, you're probably having a cup of tea at the moment, right? Like... Okay, we're gonna start adding in, we're gonna start with lamps first.
Okay.
Just to show you how powerful that hook shot is. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do lamp doubles. So we're gonna wait for him to come to the bottom. We're gonna lamp and get the hit. Hit. Or you can do it here. Now, if it goes up to the top, you're just gonna wait. Wait till it comes back down. Lamp. Hit. Sorry, lamp triples, not lamp. He's gonna go up to the top. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna lamp. Notice I'm going to the top here to get an upspin. If you cannot do these lamp triples, do not progress to trying to do a fire rod. Like, this is for anyone on chat. Like, if you cannot do what I'm doing comfortably every time, like, you need to get this bit down before you start adding fire rods in. This should be easy. Now, the one thing that is a little bit hard is this RNG. You just have to stand a little bit further away and just literally back straight up like that. That's the only one that's a little bit tricky with this. The rest of them should be easy triples, and then you've got all the time in the world to wait. So, the one mistake that you're making at the moment with lamp triples is you always light from the right hand side, no matter where he is. So a lot of people get scared when Ganon comes over here. Do not be scared of him. Let him warp on top of you. That's what you actually want. So I'll show you. I'm trying to get one where he's going to come warp over the top of me. This is it. Right here. This one right here. You just lamp, spin. And then I got my top, and that's why going from that bottom left to the top right is very important. Okay, so do you understand? Like, you're lighting that torch too early. Okay, so I forgot to talk about this. So you have to wait till Ganon actually gets to the bottom before you light the torch. So I'll make a safe state here. So if I light right now, right, he's now going to do a cape spin animation or a cape animation, and he's going to get to the bottom and fire a bat. If he fires a bat, that means you went too early. So this would be too early, right?
Okay.
He gets to the bottom. That's not too early because he's no bat animation. So you just be patient with it and wait till he gets to the bottom. And it's just a timing thing, but the window's pretty big. Okay, so what I want you to do is your bat dodges are a little bit... Okay, so a couple of things. First off, you need to get that quicker. You need to be able to go boom slash, boom slash, boom slash. You're going like this, and then you're waiting like half a second. So it needs to be really quick. Also, make sure if he is above you like this, that you light and you're holding up. So look at my D-pad. I'm holding up like that. So if you do get that one from the bottom left, make sure you're holding up. But yeah, make sure that this has to be really quick.
Okay.
Also, when you're dodging the bat, try to be on this line somewhere. So if he's up top, try to be standing here and then just move forward. Like you make going up here is just making it really hard on yourself. Like, just stand in the middle. Move to the right.
Okay.
Stand in the middle. As soon as he fires the bat, move to the left. Sorry, move to the left. And then you're ready in position every time. Welcome in, by the way. Perfect. This is good. Nope, don't move. Just spin right underneath him. Yeah, that far right one's going to take you a little bit, but I think by the end of the session we'll get you one in there for sure. Yep, make sure you're holding up. Alright, I'm gonna go over each position, okay? So that you know each one. Okay, so this one here, you're going to go up and above, right? This is the only one you're going to
Okay.
do that on. The other two, you're just going to go straight back.
Okay.
This one here. And also make sure that you're on the tiles. Like, don't be too high like I am. I was a little bit too high. So if you're too high and you go to light and slash, you're going to actually slash them. But as long as you're flush on the tile here, like you have quite a big window to stand on before you're going to fall, right? So just make sure that you're nice and low so that you're not going to slash him. But yeah, if he's this one here, so you need to be able to like see like how far away that you can light this torch from. Because for these far right ones, you see where I'm standing? So if you're standing out like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he's coming at you, for instance, on that far left one, you have to be flush with the torch. Very, very important. Don't be standing out here if he's right above you. If I can get one. It's not going to get me one. But the ones on the far right, you can be out from the torch a little bit to give yourself more room.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And then this
Yeah.
one here, like you can even go above with this one if you really want. Like here, flush with the torch. And then get it. So that's just a couple of rules for this. You're actually too quick there. Nice, that's perfect. Yes. That's better. Yes. That's the pro movement right there. Okay, so you see what's happening now is you're actually going too early and you're not waiting for the bat to fire. So you actually have to delay just a little bit. And you want to be starting your movement high as the bat. So what's happening is you're coming down and you're coming in before the bat's even fired. And again, that's just because we've sped up your movement so much that you're now coming into another problem here. So just something to be aware of.
Yeah.
But the ones on the far left are looking really nice. Nice triple.
Oh. Too early.
I like that one. I like that. That's much better. Okay, let's just keep rolling with this for quite a while. How did you get on spaces? Did you get 3 in a row? Okay, so now you're actually just going way too late on your fire lord. Like you want to hit it just as he's approaching the bottom. You're waiting till he's like standing there, which you just don't have time for that.
Okay.
And also don't turn around.
Right. I need to just
Yeah,
slash
just
him back up.
slash him back up. And if you want to get the far right, you have to leave a space. Like you have to be like here. You don't have to, but
Yeah.
it just makes it a little bit easier, so. Yes.
Wait.
Okay, so I really want you to practice just going for all three no matter what. So if you miss one,
Okay.
don't not go for the second one. I want you to get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 every single time, regardless of what happens, because this is really important for your muscle memory to just keep and just keep doing what I taught you before without the lamp. Yes. Very nice. Don't move up. Just go straight back. Okay, so what's happening is you're losing your position because you're not going to your spot. So as soon as you get that third hit, you just go straight to this spot. Don't go up or down, just be ready for the bat. Light. Go 1, 2. As soon as we get this third hit, don't do anything else but go to this spot and wait. Good. Yes. Nope, spot. There you go. Very late on your lamp. You were probably like half a second late. That's how late you were there. Good, much better. Keep it cardinal. Don't do any of those weird diagonal stuff. Nice. Good. We will get one of those by the end, I know we will. This is a bad save state. Make another one.
Okay.
So just reload the save state, and then just let him do a couple of moves. Let him move down, and then move up, and then resave. Yeah. It's still like too late. You're gonna run into the same issue again. Because you're not standing in your spot. I want you to be standing in the spot ready for your save. There you go. That's what I want. There you go. That's another thing for people watching. Where you make your save states is like highly important. That was... You tell me why you got hit there.
I didn't wait.
You got it.
That.
Okay, good. Yes, love that. There you go. That's your hardest one. That was unlucky. You were just a little bit too close to Ganon. You still got lots of space. Yes. Unlucky, it was almost there. Okay, so I want you to see, just pause for a second, I want you to see that how one small thing late affects the entire fight. Like because you were half a second late on your torchlight, the whole of the triple pattern just went out of sync. And you were struggling to catch up. And that's why, like, these little things are so important. That's why, like, being able to know the optimal place to go for each spin, each corner part is, like, super important so that you can, like, fix that. Anyways, just keep going. I want you to start lighting that torch way earlier. Like,
Okay.
I think I've scared you into thinking that you like, I want you to get it lit way earlier than that. That's more like it.
What the heck is that?
Oh, we almost had it. I want you to get one of those by the end. Okay, that's way too big. Way too early. Too late. It's a fine line. Yes. Perfect. That's it. Perfect triple. Perfect. Yes. Yes, that's more like it. That's what we want. So that's happening because you're not waiting. So you're getting too close. Like I said before, you keep inching up closer and closer, and you want to give yourself so much space to get in there. Good. That far left to top right's a hard one.
Buddy, how do you feel about this strat? It's on the far right, RNG.
I hate it.
You hate it? Okay.
Just
trying to figure out.
Just hook to the torch and walk upright. And down.
And then dodge that one?
Yeah. There you go.
Ah, okay, cool. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Damn it.
There you
Hmm.
go. No, don't do an up there. It's bad. You have to just hold upright. It's the same. It's actually the same pattern as you actually kind of want to go back to the left after that one there. But yeah. It's one of those ones like, if you're in a situation where you're Oko, dodge the bats first and then hit him afterwards.
Yeah.
But only do that if you're Oko. Because there's a chance that A is gonna warp and B, like, you don't do it, like, practice like getting a stomp in and then, like, not like that because you're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dodge them all, let them stamp, and then slash them. Just let those fire bats come in.
Got you. Okay.
And then
okay,
you just beeline to the bottom tile, and they'll never hit you afterwards. There you go. Now go to the bottom tile. I need you to see how that works. So go to the bottom tile and dash turn is what you're gonna do after that. No, I mean, that's not gonna work. I need you to have bats. Bad bats. Like a ring of fire around them.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry, this is kind of new for me.
Just go way off to the left and dodge those bats. You've got like literally 5,000 seconds to hit them. It's that
Yeah.
long. Like, don't rush it at all. Just make sure you're safe and then hit them. Because that's the #1 goal here is like be safe, then hit. You're talking, you know, half a second versus you lose your run. Now go to the bottom.
Ah. Ready, I got it.
No, so
I got the far one.
you got one? Sorry, I wasn't watching
Yeah, I got one.
hashtag Blame Spaces.
It's all good.
You want to go to the bottom tile and dash turn up like that, Spaces. And you want to stay on that bottom tile the whole time. Very important. When you get those bat circles, go to the bottom tile and turn up and just move across like this. And if he goes to like, you know, the far, like if he goes underneath, I like to dash turn and stay below him. It's like super important, otherwise you'll get smoked by bats.
When do I
Okay,
go to the bottom and dash turn?
I'll show you.
Do I have a bad save state? Like, because
No.
I've saved it at the hook.
You keep going with that narwhal and I'll show
All good.
Spaces this. So go up, dodge the bats. However you want to dodge them, let him stamp if he's ever going to stamp me. See, I go down like this and then I go like that's how I dodge the bats. Wow, really?
Got you.
Did I set this to no warp or something? Can I just set the RNG not to warp? Oh no, I've got a bad. For fuck's sake, now I've got a bad save state. Just been no warp on. And you're going to stay down the bottom here and dash turn underneath like this.
Got you. Okay.
And I'm trying. I want to get a couple other ones, just so I can show you what that looks like. Like this here, staying here. Like you've got lots of time, so you don't need to panic. I want to show you the ones down the bottom, because I always do this movement right here. I dash turn like that.
Got you. So you're not moving up and getting
No.
a Ganon hug.
No,
Okay.
I'm always
Gotcha.
staying below, because. And bear in mind, I'm treating like this, like you have to be prepared to do this fight with no 1 heart or 2 hearts. So being able to comfortably do this, so you're not going to get smoked by bats. And if you look at this bat circle, and I'll show you another one just so that we have, so you actually understand why like this is important, like this exact movement. Let's do bottom. Let's do bottom left, and we'll load that one up. Because the bat changes depending on where he stamps, and it gets more dangerous depending on where he warps to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I knew I was going to feel that. That's funny. I mean, it's 2 pixels too far. There you go. Wait, no, that's not it. Did I not ask him to... Because this is a situation I see a lot of people get into, and like, yeah, if you've got like millions of health and all that, but eventually you're going to get to a point where you're not going to have all this health to play with. See, I'm late here. I don't want to die. Okay, now this situation right here. I'm just moving down. Underneath.
Okay.
No, I'm just taking the absolute piss because, like, in no situation should I ever, and I'll show you, like, I'm not sure if this would ever be a thing, but I don't say you missed this one, you got a stamp. Like this. Like, I'm always staying as low as possible because if you stay, you know, like here within these two tiles, those bats should never ever hit you. And I see people like playing around up in here and like Ganon's warp and they're like, oh, I gotta get the hit in, and then like they get hit by a bat and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, like,
That's what happened in my PB. I got double hit by the circle of bats, and I was a quarter heart during phase 4. Okay.
good.
There's so many mutations of this fight. It's impossible to keep track of everything unless you do it a billion times.
That's pretty much it. Yes, I like this. Are you doing, do you know the inside bat patterns? We gone over those?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me see an inside one on the far right.
Okay.
Narwhal, I'm gonna keep you going. I'm gonna bring spaces up a little bit.
Just as a heads up, my race is in a half an hour.
Half an hour? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to head out soon too. Far right, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Maybe I don't know it.
Okay. Okay, I want you to do the same thing you're doing, Narwhal, but just do it with the fire rod instead. Exact same
Okay.
thing, but fire rod. But I want you to have your sword held out as you light the torch.
Okay.
And just, yeah, make a new save state. Okay, I'm gonna show you a better one than that.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Well, I'll just show you like a variation. It's easy. Well, show me far right then. How's that?
Far right outside.
Yeah. So bottom right, but not far right. On so the one over from where you're at right
Gotcha.
now. And show me the inside one there. Yeah, it's an awful safe state. Make a new one, Narwhal.
Yeah. Consequence of what my save state buttons are.
Just do your save state buttons out the pause. You always pause and unpause when making save states.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
So as you're unpausing, you make the save. What are your save state buttons by chance?
Start select. No, not start select. Start LNR or select LNR.
Oh fuck, no, let's change that right now. That's awful. Change it to RY and LY. RY save and then LY load.
Okay, I can do that.
I like that dash turn.
Yeah, he's in a lot of places.
I'm used to menuing there. Oh.
So when you're doing these save states, Narwhal, you're always going to pause and unpause.
Right. Yeah, I was remembering that part.
Take your time though, no rush. There you go. Nope, start again. That's not right. Remember, it's the same difference. You're not doing anything different.
Right.
Your save state's fine, just walk left and do your torchlight. Exact same thing. You're not doing anything different than you were doing before. Just light it and slash.
Yeah, just. Well, the timing was different because
Yeah.
the slash didn't
Well,
take the way I was doing it before.
have your slash out. Have your sword out before you light the torch.
Okay.
You're lighting that torch like, I'm gonna say half a second too late. Still half a second too late. Better. You can start moving back if you want towards Ganon, since you've got your fire rod out to make the far right ones easier. Let's see what you got spaces. Okay, you've got lots of time, so don't try and time a spin. Watch for him to unanimate. Yeah, you're just lighting your torch way too late.
Okay.
It's still too late. Better. I'm gonna ask why you're not doing a double spin to start.
Didn't mean to. I normally do.
Okay, make a safe state and practice those inside bat dodges spaces, because that's not quite right. So this is a bit different than the lamp. You're not just going to spin, you have to actually watch Ganon and wait for him. You're actually just going way too fast. Just wait for him to uncloak himself.
Didn't make a save state, of course.
There you go. And this is just, again, a timing thing. You get used to it. Nice. That's terrible save state, dude.
It is.
Keep going with that practice, Narwhal, for a little bit until your race is gone.
Okay.
Well, I've never done this before. Sounds about right. I've never done that before. That's interesting.
All right, you guys have fun. Unfortunately, I got some errands to do, but I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no worries, dudes.
All
Hangman
right,
spaces.
have fun.
Always hold up. That's the golden rule about the bottom
Yep.
spins. This is how I want you to do your Ganon fights and runs, by the way. Exactly like this.
I mean, that's the goal, yeah.
But like, don't be trying to get lighter from the top and trying to get top spins. Like, just stick to this. Do your triples and then let them go. Do your triples, let them go. Because what ends up happening is you end up getting out of cycle and you start missing and missing and missing, and then like the flight just like compounds into like a 2.5 minute fight. This is gonna have to be a 2-part series where we work on your first bit after. Yes. Yes, look at this. Pro movement. So with the fire rod, if it goes bottom left, you don't have to go underneath them. That's only if you have the lamp. Just for you can just stay in the middle where you are, or just move a little bit out. You don't need to go underneath them and make it hard. So the main thing about this is that the main thing to focus on is not where you're standing, it's where he is and when to fire. That's the only thing that matters. Your line, you keep moving towards him and focusing too much on like moving back towards the center and then lighting. Like, just look at him and light. No matter where you are. That's the most important thing, because you can always get back to him. No matter where you're standing on that aisle, but you can only do that if you light the torch at the right time. And that's why it's important to know what's a far left and what's a bottom left, because far left, you can...
Right.
You see how you're getting trapped now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to know the difference between the two. So if you don't know the difference between the two, just go to the torch every time if he's going to the left. Just always beeline to that torch every time, and then adjust from there. Like, just go all the way to the torch every time, and then readjust afterwards. Don't try and like adjust on the fly. Just walk to the torch and then adjust. That's it. Now you can adjust if you want, if needs be. Otherwise, you're gonna get trapped on the other side. Yeah, if you're gonna go for those far right ones with the fire rod, move off of the bottom aisle.
Okay.
Like
That makes sense.
if you're gonna move, if you're gonna start, the movement's just a little bit different than lamp. The lamp you have to stay on the bottom aisle, but with the fire rod you don't need to make it like that.
Sounds good. I think it'd be good for me to go
Yeah.
eat a snack and
Okay.
stretch.
We'll have
But
to,
thank you. Even that bit has been very helpful.
Yeah, I never know where we're gonna go with this. Like sometimes we get through a lot, but I think like you working on this for a while, like just getting this bit down. Because I think that this bit's almost more important than the stage 1. Because like, stage 1 is about getting through it. Stage 4 is
Right.
about just doing the fight without dying, and just getting consistent
Right.
hits. So.
Right.
Yeah, we'll work on it again soon. Let me know when you're available. I'll watch your race, but let me know when you're available, and we'll just keep going with this another couple hours, and we'll see if we can get phase 4 done.
Sounds good.
All right. Good luck in your race.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm just gonna do a couple of Ganons myself. Keep my memory fresh. Don't ever do that movement that I just did. Oh shit, that's bad. Really? I missed it? Wow. Okay, one more and then I'm gonna cut it. Can I make it? You got all the time in the world. You needed to double spins. Blue Ganon. Yep. I missed it. That was sad. To do a double spin. I got out of that habit recently for some reason. One more guy, and then we go to bed. Tripping. Get some tea. Watch Narwhal's race. That's not where you want to be for Ganon. I'll make it work. Really, why am I getting all of these? I thought that would have been an instant triple. The reason I'm doing a far torchlight is because I don't get my input eaten. That was fine. Here I'm going to do a far torchlight. Alright, well, we'll end it here. Thanks everyone. We'll you never know what we're going to be teaching. It always depends on the student, and yeah, it looks like today phase 4 was what we worked on, and but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Spaces like it's just depends on who we have. Like, I think that we haven't actually focused on phase 4 very much in these tutorials. Like, it's always been all phase 1, phase 2. So it's actually nice to do a movement tutorial on like on phase 4, because you can see the progression that she's making when she started. If you just look at the first few fights and you look at the end, like, it's still a lot to clean up, but you can see like her confidence with the cardinals, you know, going up and down on the left hand side, cutting across the top. Like, being able to cut across on the top and get the spins from below Ganon is one of the most important things about this fight. When you start getting to the advanced level, because you like it's not just about getting spins, it's about getting spins in the right places to set you up for the next spins. And some of them, if you end up on the wrong side of Ganon, it just makes getting, you know, the next spin or the next fire rod light like just 10 times harder. So I was actually really happy with that session. Short and sweet, couple hours, and yeah, see you all next time.